Hello and welcome to the Insecure Chef. Today we're going to be making fried chicken in the air fryer. In my case, I'll be using the Ninja Foodie. We've tried these before. They come out very nice and amazingly crispy. So I'll show you how we do that. I've got about I got exactly five drumsticks here, fresh drumsticks. And I've got a buttermilk, light cultured buttermilk, whatever type you have is fine. And I'm just going to put in roughly 10 ounces or so, but enough to cover the chicken. So I'm pouring that in right now. And you want to make sure it's coated. So, all right, that's good. And I'll just give it a little swish around. There we are. And I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. So in about 30 minutes, we'll come back and we'll pick up the recipe from there. All right, we're back. The chicken has been marinating now in the buttermilk for 30 minutes or so. All right, and we'll get to that, back to that in a moment. At this point, I've mixed up the 6 spices that are part of the breading, if you will. Obviously, the name of the spices and the quantities are on the channel. I've already mixed them up here in my little cup here. And now we're going to put them directly into our breading mixture, which is simply flour and cornstarch. And again, all the information is on the channel. So I'm going to be mixing this in here. Okay. And then with the whisk, I'm just going to, let me get the rest of that out of there. There we go. And I'm just going to whisk this around. Get it mixed up nicely. Oh, there we go. Get that in there. Give it a decent mix so you get uniformity best you can. And the chicken that was marinating, as I said, was in there for 30 minutes. You can marinate it for hours, up to 24 hours if you want. But certainly it's no panic, but just do it for at least a half hour. And if you have the time, give it an hour or two. Okay, now that the herbs and spices are mixed into the flour and cornstarch, I'm simply going to essentially bread them, if you will. I don't like using that word because it's not really breading per se. But anyway, I'm going to take the chicken, make sure again it's got a nice coating to it. And I'm going to put it, just before I put it into that, I'm going to add just a little buttermilk to this mixture. Excuse me, my hands are wet. Just maybe a couple tablespoons. That'll just help this get a little clumpy. Again, there's no super critical measurement for that. You don't want it too wet or anything like that, but you see it's really not all that clumpy. So get that in there. It'll just help it adhere to the chicken just a bit better. And again, I may yet add more, we'll see. Alrighty, that there. Let's get our first piece of chicken. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to roll it around. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to press the breading into the chicken. Okay? Just really get it to stick on there. Alright, and then I'll just tap off the excess. And that will be drumstick number 1. And we'll repeat this now for all 5. And I'm not sure you have to stick around for all 5, so as soon as I finish the other 3, we'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, the 5 drumsticks that I did are done. I'll give you an idea of how they're breaded. And now I'm going to put them back in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Basically, the cooler temperatures will help keep the breading on the chicken when we get ready to air fry it. So they're going in now, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes. Okay, we're back. The chicken, as you can see, is out of the fridge. It was sitting in there for about 30 minutes, just to help the coating adhere a little bit better. It seems to do that when it's a little cold. So right now I've got the Foodie heating up to 375 on air fry. Any air fryer will work. 375 is my estimate. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be putting it in I'm going to spritz it up nicely with olive oil or any oil of your choice. And then we'll be cooking it initially probably between 20 and 25 minutes. We'll be looking to see how it goes. And then I'll be rotating the chicken, and hopefully we'll have a fried chicken dinner. So let me get this going here. As I said, I was just heating it up to 375. All right, I'm going to take my handy dandy tongs here and put it in. Now, if I can't get all 5 in easily, I'll just do it in batches. Okay, try to get the big ones in here. They're all big, actually. Really don't want them squeezed in there. No, I'm gonna have one more. It's gonna be tricky though. Maybe I'll just do 3 for starters. That way they're absolutely separated. I can always do the other 2 off camera. So with that, I'm gonna take my little spritzing bottle here, and I'm gonna thoroughly spritz them nice because I want nice and crunchy. Okay. Again, people say, well, wait a minute, I thought this was oilless. Well, that's not really true, but consider what I'm doing here versus you deep frying it in a quart of boiling oil. The oil differential is minimal. So with that, I'm going to close the lid. Okay, I'm going to set this for, well, I'm going to leave it there at 25. And when we get close to that time, I'll take a look and see how it's coming out. Okay. We're back, and we're going to take a look at the chickens, and we're going to check the temperature. So we're opening this up. I've got my handy dandy instant meat thermometer here. Let's take a look, see. Okay, that's at 167. That's perfect. We want at least 165. And that's the bigger of all of them, so I'm sure all the rest of them are well done. Oh yeah, they're in the 170s. So we're finished on that. And I'm going to take these babies out. Now, what I did, by the way, while they're sizzling there, is at around the 12-minute mark. Remember, I started at 25 minutes. At around the 12-minute mark, I opened up the lid and I rotated them. Okay, I didn't think you needed to see that. I just want you to know that's what was done. Then I closed the lid. So basically, it's been roughly 22 or 23 minutes for these size legs, rotated once, and generously sprayed with olive oil. So I'm taking these guys out now. Here's the big dude. I'm losing some of the breading. And again, this is my first time with this recipe that I've tried. I've kind of created this one on my own. So I'll work a little bit more diligently on getting the breading to stick, but I think there you can see them. They're definitely crunchy, I can tell you that much. So for the Insecure Chef and my wife Regina, thank you for joining us tonight. We will be I will be eating this with probably coleslaw and French fries, or maybe oh, I don't know. How about applesauce or well, whatever, okay? Obviously, any sides that you like is more than appropriate with any chicken dinner. So again, from the Insecure Chef and Regina,
have a good night.
And thank you for watching. Take care.